Hello everyone, welcome to Shorthand Battle. I am Divya and I am going to dictate you a general matter of 800 words from Progressive magazine at the speed of 85 words per minute. So get ready for the dictation. 3, 2, 1 and go. The threats as spelled out in the report of the ministry are mainly from the north and west, and as far as they go, they are right. As far as the threat from the west is concerned, it is more positive. I do not foresee anything to come out of that cold state in the north. But if you look at the west, the defense budget of Pakistan has increased by 25% in the last year. From 1981, they have increased their budget 50%. They have raised 3 infantry divisions and 1 armored division. Not only that, they say that Pakistan will settle outstanding differences with India from a position of strength. We, on the other hand, have the same commitments as we had before 1971. That should be an indication to those who understand this matter that our commitments remain the same. Our ratio of forces on the western sector necessarily has not improved as one would like them to do. Together with this, the leadership of Pakistan is known for diverting the attention of their people from the various troubles that they have inside their country and creating tensions along the western border, which concerns us. We have had the sad experience of having 3 major wars in the last 40 years. The increase in the Air Force of Pakistan has also to be noted. It is no good just not giving any importance to the idea that they do not have an industrial base and therefore it does not constitute any threat to us. I beg to remind the House that initially and basically they and we are from the same race, from the same stock, possessing the same skill and the same resourcefulness. So one should not underestimate the capacity that they have for doing all this. I wish to say in all humility that especially attention must be paid towards this. They are now getting in the pipeline perhaps some more missiles and more anti-tank weapons and aircrafts which give them a qualitative edge over us. Now, the other factor that needs to be taken into account is China's own way of thinking. Compelled by its own national security angles, it has left its old narrow position and has now gone into a lot of technical and technological cooperation with the Western countries. So there should be no doubt that when production starts flowing out of China in this new generation of armaments, it will certainly flow into the pipeline to Pakistan. All these factors should be taken into account by the Ministry of Defense. Sir, concern has been voiced in the report on the threat from the sea, that is the Indian Ocean. It is so obvious that old colonial countries and those who have a little hand over that outlook have not forgotten the showing of the flag through the old gunboat diplomacy, or now in modern parlance called force diplomacy, especially the superpowers who tend to interact into local disputes and get opportunities for intervention in such matters. No presence of any external powers is what we stand for, and this is what our aim should be. But together with this, we should not neglect the littoral states of the Indian Ocean. 4 of these littoral states have got a very modern, well-developed submarine arm. 7 of them have got the latest guided missiles, and most of them has made a very big base right next to the neighbor in the west into the Indian Ocean, which looks meaningfully. I am saying this because we should not be caught up in the Diego Garcia affairs, but we should view the whole situation with more practicality. The only way to solve this problem in time to come is to build up our own naval power. In respect of that, I feel in the last few years there has been a little trend of rethinking in the building up of our naval power, but even today, with the allotment to the Navy being only about rupees 175 crores, the ratio of the budget of the Navy is still within 10% of the entire defense budget. Modern countries have a navy worth the name are spending at least 1/3 of their defense budget on the navy. Whatever constraints hold us from doing so is best for the minister to look into. But my plea would be that the navy deserves much greater attention than it has so far received. I must compliment the Navy for its fine turnout, as I had the privilege of viewing the Naval Review recently held in Bombay, and it certainly was a stirring sight to see the Navy and all its ships displaying very good morale. The task of the Navy being a dimensional service is only to defend the country's long coastline, its trade and sea lanes, but also to patrol and keep good watch on potential threats. This is essential for our security. Stop.